In a very crowded field of craven House Republicans, there is one who stands out among the rest, Congresswoman Nancy Mace of South Carolina. Now, Mace has managed to become a high-profile member of the Republican House caucus in less than 3 years on the job. And that has a lot less to do with her record or accomplishments than her uncanny ability to find a camera. In fact, Nancy Mace does not seem to have any real fixed ideology. Instead, it tends to shift in whatever direction the cameras are moving. For example, Mace was an early supporter of Donald Trump. She even worked on his 2016 campaign. But the relationship went sour after Mace criticized his attempted coup and Trump endorsed her primary opponent. The Congresswoman reacted with a cringeworthy media stunt, flying up to New York to film this video.
Hey everyone, Congresswoman Nancy Mace here. I'm in front of Trump Tower today. If you want to lose this seat once again in midterm election cycle to Democrats, then my opponent is more than qualified to do just that.
Now Mace's name is rumored to be on the Trump shortlist for vice president, a possibility she calls intriguing. Then there was the Republican speaker debacle. Mace joined the very small group of rebels that voted to overthrow her own ally, Kevin McCarthy, citing his lack of action on women's issues, including birth control and abortion. She promoted all the backlash she received for that vote, sporting a scarlet letter in front of the press. Nancy Mace then turned around and supported Jim Jordan and later Speaker Mike Johnson, both hardcore opponents of abortion. But this is all part of her plan, as Jake LaHutte explains in this fascinating new profile in the Daily Beast. Quote, for Mace, what seems to matter most isn't what kind of attention she gets, just that she's at the center of it. Jake LaHutte is a politics reporter for the Daily Beast, and she joins me now. Jake, you got your hands on some briefing materials that staffers have to sort of give to other staffers about like what the Congresswoman likes. These exist in a lot of offices. And what'd you learn from that?
So first, I want to give a shout out to my colleague Sam Brody, who has a ton of experience on the Hill and had, a greater familiarity with these. But I first heard about this handbook when I was reporting on Nancy Mace inserting herself into the, entirely premature sweepstakes that Trump was having. And I really wanted to track it down. Once we got it, what really stood out to me was that this is really a lot of like consultant buzzwords and kind of vague terms about, what all amount to driving a national narrative. That's the recurring theme throughout it. The other interesting thing is that the job descriptions for communications related roles tend to be like 2 or 3 times longer than, say, the legislative director or the deputy chief of staff, really significant positions. And the third thing that stood out was that no matter what your job title was, and again, this was for the handbook this year in 2023, you were required to pitch 1 tweet a day minimum. And so she sort of had this like all staff writer's room dynamic going on. And, the goal is just to kind of live news cycle to news cycle. And obviously you're writing a book about the attention economy. And I think, she's certainly an example of one way to do it. Put it that way.
Yes, I am. This is up my alley because I'm writing a book on this topic. Yeah, it's very funny to think of like them all sitting around, like staff counsel, being like, "All right, I got one." Warning, Joe. So here's the TV hits portion of the handbook. Staffers on the communications team were told they needed to book Mace on a national TV outlet between 1 and 3 times per day. A staggering 9 times per week at a minimum, according to former staffers who had seen past handbooks and on local TV channels at least 6 times per week. That is a shocking amount of time on TV, and I say this as someone who has a TV show. There's also, she wants to be known as a thought leader, which is a term that itself is the opposite of thought. In a strategy memo she wrote in 2021, Mace described herself as the freshman thought leader on federal issues, according to a copy obtained by the Daily Beast. She even gave herself a brand name, National Nancy. Now, she can do this now. If I'm not mistaken, she was in a swing seat and got redistricted into a safe seat, right? So, she could kind of do whatever she wants now. Is that the deal?
I'm still confused by the status of South Carolina redistricting and don't want to speak out of turn there. But I do think that when the initial redistricting went from swingy to more Trumpy, what I'm not sure on is what the future of it is with the court challenges that have happened there and all that.
Right.
basically, and I think a member like Elise Stefanik would be a comparable where, one, you realize that where all the small donor energy is obviously with the MAGA messaging. The other thing that I think is just true about our, Citizens United era and how small donations have become the name of the game is that, you really just want to have that household name, that recognizable face, and be able to try to just, draw in some donations. I think what's different about the recent period we've seen is that she basically torched any goodwill she had left on Capitol Hill by being one of the McCarthy 8. So I think that's left her in a very precarious position. And, again, it was interesting to hear her say on The Daily Show that she was, intrigued by the VP speculation as if that was news to her, when again, we've reported and have it on pretty good authority that she's basically the only one pushing that around, aside from past ties with Trump advisor Chris LaCivita. Like, that's it.
Yeah, this, by the way, this is a former staffer who's talking about that vote to oust, which, by the way, when I read the part about, like, staffing up on comms as opposed to legislating, I thought about Madison Cawthorn, who bragged about that famously, that he built his staff around comms, not legislating. Madison Cawthorn, no longer a member of Congress because he was basically turfed out by Republicans who had enough of his stuff and successfully primaried him. This is a staffer talking about that vote to oust McCarthy, one of 8 in the House Republican caucus. In the eyes of former staffers, she saw the votes on the board and said, F it. I'm just going to vote for it just so I can go on TV and talk about it, a former senior aide said. You should write that quote on the gravestone of American democracy if it comes to that. Jake LaHutte, great reporting. Thank you very much.